Today, it's hard to imagine a world where music isn't instantly available at your fingertips. Streaming platforms like Spotify or Apple Music dominate the way we listen, and our smartphones are portable jukeboxes that carry millions of songs. But before the iPhone, before MP3 players, before even CD players, there was the Sony Walkman, a piece of technology so revolutionary, it changed not just how we consume music, but how we experience the world around us. This is the story of how Sony reinvented music on the go, creating a device that redefined personal freedom and forever altered our relationship with sound. In the 1970s, the idea of music portability barely existed. Music wasn't something you carried with you. It was something you sat down with, in your living room, next to a record player or a radio. If you enjoyed music outside, there was only one option: a boombox. Big, heavy and loud, these machines were portable in theory, but their size and sound were designed for groups, not individuals. Music at the time was a public experience. In 1978, two men at Sony saw the world differently. Akio Morita, Sony's visionary co-founder, and Masaru Ibuka, the engineer behind the company's innovations, shared a simple dream music that could follow you everywhere without disturbing anyone else. Ibuka, who enjoyed classical music, wanted a way to listen on long flights without carrying around bulky equipment. This sparked an idea: a lightweight music player paired with headphones, built for personal enjoyment. What happened next was a dramatic gamble. Sony already had some success with its portable cassette recorders, but Morita wanted to take the concept to the next level. Could they strip away the recording capability, just focus on playback, and create a player dedicated to portable music? Many within Sony doubted it. Who would buy a cassette player just for listening? And who would want to wear headphones in public? But Morita insisted. This wasn't just about technology, it was about changing the way people interacted with music and with the world. In spring 1979, after months of design and testing, Sony unveiled the TPSL-2 Walkman. Small, sleek, and futuristic for its time, the device weighed just 14 ounces and came with lightweight headphones, a drastic improvement over the clunky options of the day. Critics were skeptical. It looked cool, but could it succeed? The world had never seen a product like this. The Walkman launched in July 1979 in Japan, and its reception was slow. Early adopters weren't sure what to make of this unfamiliar device. After all, listening to music in public while wearing headphones was almost unheard of. But Sony wasn't about to let their invention fail. They launched one of the most memorable marketing campaigns in corporate history. They gave Walkmans to young influencers, celebrities and athletes who were photographed using the device in places no one thought music belonged, while jogging, riding bikes, or relaxing on the beach. Soon, the Walkman wasn't just a music player, it was a cultural statement. It became shorthand for individuality, freedom, and mobility. For the first time, music wasn't tied to a place or a group, it became yours and yours alone. Within a few short years, Walkman wasn't just a brand, it was a defining feature of an entire generation. By the mid-1980s, the Walkman had become a global phenomenon. Between 1979 and 1999, Sony sold over 200 million units of the Walkman. The name itself became synonymous with portable audio, making it one of the most successful products in consumer electronics history and cementing Sony as a leader in innovation. But the Walkman wasn't just a commercial success, it fundamentally changed the way people consumed music. Portable cassette players made playlists portable before digital ever existed. With custom mixtapes, you could curate your soundtrack for a run, a commute, or a moment of quiet reflection. The Walkman made music more personal than ever before. Sony wasn't content to stop at cassette tapes. Over the years, the Walkman evolved, keeping pace with emerging technologies. The Discman brought CDs into the mix, while later digital Walkmans competed with early MP3 players. For a while, Walkman was still the king of portable audio. But as the 2000s approached, Sony faced its toughest competition yet, the Apple iPod. While Sony pioneered portable music, the company's reluctance to abandon proprietary systems, like its mini-discs or 8-track digital formats, made it slower to adapt to the universal appeal of MP3. The iPod, with its sleek interface and simplicity, soon eclipsed even Sony's efforts, signaling the end of the Walkman's reign. In 2010, Sony officially stopped producing cassette Walkmans, marking the close of an era. But the legacy of the Walkman lives on. It wasn't just the product that mattered, it was the concept. The Walkman created a world where music became an extension of your identity, where your headphones were more than just devices, they were a portal into your own private universe. It taught the world that music wasn't just something to hear, it was something to carry, something to live with, and something that could transform the world around you. Today, as we stream songs on demand, it's easy to forget how revolutionary the Walkman was. It didn't just change the music industry, it changed the way we move through life with music. And while the devices may have evolved, the idea of music on the go? That's a legacy we can thank Sony and the Walkman for creating. Did you ever own a Walkman? How was the experience compared to how you listen to music now? Let us know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.